Grand Rising. Today is Friday, January 13th, 1443 on the ancient moon calendar, 1443 on the ancient sun calendar, and 2023 on the Greco-Roman calendar. Empire State of Morocco, United States of America, Moorish National Republic, Federal Government, Societate Republicae e Americanos. Moorish Divine and National Movement of the World, Northwest Maxim, Northwest Africa, North America, the North Gate, and the adjoining Amerikan Islands. Temple of the Moon and Sun, the true and de jure natural peoples, heirs of the land. Islam, I, self-law, am master. Empire State of Morocco, Universal Sovereign, Original Indigenous, Natural Divine Affidavid, Quo Warranto Mandamus Restitutio, Statement for Document 10105905, 1099, acquisition, and all other 1099 actions in the favor of all Moors. Book 521, page 579, August 1, 1928 at 2:52 p.m. Notice to agent is notice to principal, notice to principal is notice to agent. All rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity. This is a sovereign living ancient Article 3 Moorish Amerikan Moroccan court action. We are the sovereign living justice in capitis diminutio nolo in red ink in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo and in proprio heredes. All Moors are the original indigenous sovereign ancient Moroccan Moorish American ascendants of the great pharaohs of Kemet and of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance, our credit, and our energy are hereby vested in ourselves, for we are the people who are the original indigenous natural divine ancient empire state for Morocco and the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the universal Moorish American Consulate, and the Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court. We are peace, we are one nation, one state, one empire, and one God. We hereby exercise all sovereign rights at this time and at all points in time, nunc pro tunc. Whereas the original indigenous sovereign ancient Moroccan Moors, who are the ancient empire state, are the trust corpus for the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali 1928 vast estate express trust. Whereas all living Moors are the sovereign fiduciaries, trustees, executors, claimants, heirs, possessors, and beneficiaries for all trust land, all trust natural resources, all trust property, and all trust commerce. Whereas we are the divine trustees for the affairs, for the living trust, for the eternal prophet Noble Drew Ali, and all eternal sovereigns. Solution 1099 Acquisition Exhibit A, Affirmation for Fiduciary Officers. Solution 1099 Acquisition Exhibit B, 1099 Acquisition Affidavit. Solution 1099 Acquisition Exhibit C, Moorish Science Temple of America, 10105905, record. Book, page 521, page 579. Solution 1099 Acquisition Exhibit D. Exhibit A, Illinois, Cook County. We, the people, who are the sovereign empire state of Morocco, the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court, and who are the Cook County Recorders for Deeds, do lawfully and honorably affirm that a congressional meeting by, of, and for the sovereigns for the de jure Moorish Science Temple of America convened at all territories, to include Chicago, Illinois, at the county for Cook and the ancient territory of Illinois on this 28th day of April, Anno Domini 1443, for this purpose. The people have elected to be consuls, justices, empresses and emperors, sheikesses and sheiks, according to the rules and usages of the Universal de jure Moorish Science Temple of America. The said Moorish Science Temple of America, driving air, power, and authority from, the said Moorish Science Temple of America deriving air, power, and authority from the sovereign original indigenous Moorish American people first. Said sovereigns do include the Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, to proclaim and disciple all nations, and extend their erudition and truth of the great God Allah at America, to anoint, appoint, and consecrate the missionaries in honor of the Prophet, and to continue the eternal activation of the law at America. The Moorish Science Temple of America affirms as her living corporate corpus sanctum appellation Moorish Science Temple of America. At said meeting, this sovereign living justice, Sharon Peart Johnson, did preside as one of many Moorish officers, scripted and affirmed this day with the stamp and seal of this sovereign government and consulate, and witnessed by a great cloud of witnesses who are custodians in the office of constitutionally inferior courts. 2 Corinthians 13:1. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. Isaiah 33:22. For the Lord is our judge, the Lord is our lawgiver, the Lord is our king. It is he who will save us. Exhibit B. Metes and bounds of the estate. All land, all natural resources, and all commerce. All land, all natural resources, and all commerce at all latitudes above, all middle latitudes, all latitudes below earth, in perfect alignment with, and including all latitudes above, all middle longitudes, and all longitudes below, to include latitudes and longitudes. 3 degrees northeast of present-day Mogadishu, and 22 degrees north latitude at Yemen, Moab. 5 degrees west of Sabaya, 12 degrees east latitude of the kingdom at Axum, to 42 degrees east longitude, 2,982 miles longitude, and South Africa, 12 degrees east longitude, southwest of Moab at Luanda, Angola, just below the Congo, across the great Atlantis, even unto the present north, farthest west, top of America, 72 degrees north latitude, 4,940 miles, 150 degrees west longitude at 21 miles, above the equator from Moab, 3,160 miles, and Central or Mesoamerica, including Mexico and the Atlantis Islands, at 90 degrees north latitude, 1,330 miles, 122 degrees west longitude, 74 miles near to the equator from Moab, 9,228 miles, South America at 52 degrees south latitude, 3,640 miles, 78 degrees southwest longitude, 78 degrees southwest longitude at 41 miles below the equator from Moab, for a geological span of over 15,376 miles, equivalent to 236,421,376 square miles, more than 3/4 of Earth, specifically with the original, universal, sovereign, primary secured party of interest and habitation being the living Moorish Science Temple of America, who are part and parcel of the empire vast estate, which is all earth, Gaia Midgard. Exhibit C. We the people, who are the sovereign empire state of Morocco, the de jure Moorish National Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court, do lawfully and honorably affirm that all Moors, who are the ancient empire state of Morocco, the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the Moorish American Consular Court are hereby appointed fiduciaries, trustees, and officers by vote, affirmation of we the people, with powers and duties and authority for the Moorish Science Temple of America, a body politic and an ecclesiastical government according to the usages and customs, rules, regulations, articles for association, or constitutions as created by this government, bylaws, canons, and all others. This lawful quo warranto mandamus restitutio writ is in alignment with the supreme law for the land and the law concerning corporations, living corpus sanctums, sections 46A, 46B, 46C, 46D, 46E, 46A, 46 46F, 46G, 46H, 46I, and all others in the favor of all Moors. The law concerning corporations was affirmed April 18, 1872. Heretofore, and for the purposes of this document and court action, a recorded Moor is one who has placed their proclamation of nationality on the public record. For additional due process, a recorded Moor is also a Moor who has notified the custodian in the office of the Cook County Recorder for Deeds at Chicago, Illinois Territory, by Empire, State, or Moorish government affidavit of her or his nationality, the affirmed document filing number for each and all nationality documents received at said office shall be 10-10-5-905, and the receiving date shall be August 1, 1928 at 2:52 p.m. nunc pro tunc, and is hereby recorded as part and parcel of this 10-10-5-905 document at Book 521, page 579. All documents are filed and recorded with the universal, ancient, original, indigenous, Article 3, Moorish American Consular Court, and placed on the public record. In addition, the tax not obligated number shall be AA 222141, A1 Truth, for the entire Empire State. All recorded Moors have full right to all titles, status, claim, entitlements, and inheritance to, for, and in the Moorish Science Temple of America. Whereas the District for Columbia and the Congress for the United States, in alignment with United States Code Title 28, Section 3002, subsection 15A, is subject to the Moorish Empire State, which includes all Moorish states, nations, governments, and tribes. Whereas all titles of nobility, appellation El, Bey, Dey, Al, and Ali shall be recognized by all law to include international law. Whereas the flag for the Moorish Science Temple is and shall remain the red canopy and the green five-pointed star, the mother of all flags and living evidence and proclamation of our natural ascent to this land, the Moroccan Empire. Whereas the Ministry for Moorish Affairs shall collaborate with other applicable Moorish ministries to oversee the operations for all ministries currently listed in this document, as well as those that may be established, dissolved, or amended in the future. All Moors whose offices are appropriated as ambassadors within the Ministry for Moorish Affairs shall competently deal directly with the central government of foreign nations and societies. Appropriated offices shall provide consular court credentials, with statements journaling all actions sanctioned to operate by the authority of the following ministries within 15 business days of a request by a liaison or ambassador appropriated by a foreign government. Business days do not include Fridays, as this day is appropriated as a holy day within the Moorish Science Temple of America. Dealings with the naturalized citizens subjects of the United States for America are by Article 3, Moorish American Consular Court Action, writ and or affidavit as outlined in the Treaty for Peace and Friendship 1786 and 1836. 1. Vital Statistics Ministry. 2. Nationality and Birthright Ministry. 3. Commerce and Merchant Ministry. 4. Law and Justice Peacekeeping Ministry. 5. Moorish Hospitality and Healing Ministry. 6. Consular Affairs Ministry. 7. Moorish Erudition Ministry. 8. Private Services Ministry. International Affairs Ministry. 10. Media and Arts Ministry. 11. All ministries in favor of the people. Whereas this document 10-10-5905, also known as the Vast Estate for Noble Jure Ali, will serve as the instrument by which the Moorish Science Temple of America shall issue credit and discharge debt for recorded Moors throughout the vast estate trust, which is all lands, air, space, and sea at earth, to include North, South, and Central America, and all adjoining islands. Whereas all recorded Moors do hereby exercise sovereign right to freely, lawfully travel in the jurisdiction of their ancient ancestral inherited estate, that is all air, land, space, and sea, and at all commerce. Whereas all recorded Moors do hereby exercise the right to lawfully bear arms. Whereas all recorded Moors who are occupying penal holding facilities are Moorish American consular officers and have the authority to peacefully secure their freedom from such facilities or navigate court actions with the assistance of a Moorish American consul. Whereas if any Moor consents to a judicial proceeding regarding the supreme law for the land or a statutory conflict, Article 3 court shall be the venue at all times. Article 3 jurisdiction is within the bloodline and birthright and does travel wherever Moors travel, non pro tem. No Moor shall be held without his or her consent. Exhibit D. Whereas the 1099 acquisition affidavit recorded on August 1, 1928 at 2:52 p.m. by Noble Drew Lee, Cook County Recorder for Deeds, is document number 10-10-5905, book 521, page 579, shall serve as a written affirmation affidavit stating our sovereign state authority by which the Moorish Science Temple of America shall conduct her business. On August 1st, 1928, the said document was stamped, affirmed, and received by signature of custodian Jasonowski Salome and custodian counsel Roberta W., without affirmation by the custodians in the office of the Crown. Whereas an affidavit of authority is an instruction whose source is a sovereign who shall issue grants to the whole nation and to a part and parcel of the nation to enlarge and to further the ancient empire state. Whereas we are a jural government, people, state, and nation non pro tunc, which states that this government is the law and is the root of all law for the recognition and prosecution of rights. For the recognition and protection of rights. Now for them. Whereas we hereby execute at our will to include jura summi imperi, which is right of sovereignty and supreme dominion, and ancient jura regia, which is royal rights, non pro tem. Whereas we hereby invoke sovereignly at our will to include jura sanguinis nulla jure civili drimi possunt non pro tem. This is our statement that the right of blood and kindred cannot be destroyed by any civil law. Whereas the divine constitution and bylaws, along with the articles for association, the articles for confederation, and the constitution for the United States for America are the building blocks for the body politic of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Whereas the books 101 questions for Moorish children, the Holy Quran for the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, as divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali, the Adept Chamber Books, and the Moorish Science Temple Divine Constitution and Bylaws are the literary foundations for the ecclesiastical body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Whereas the Supreme Consuls and the Grand Body shall legislate law regarding the Moorish Science Temple of America. These laws will be communicated to all custodians and foreign bodies to ensure that the law is honored by way of the public record. Whereas the Supreme Consuls and the Grand Body for the Moorish Science Temple of America does hereby convene and affirm that this statement is the law for the Moorish Science Temple of America. Whereas all recorded Moors shall exercise original consular jurisdiction in all matters including nationality, title, status, claim, right, interest, and in governing all civil matters, criminal matters, commercial matters, or otherwise involving a Moor and a citizen subject. Furthermore, the origination of Empire State Sovereign Living Birth Affidavits is universal law, which demonstrates that all Moors are birthed, domiciled, and travel at our land jurisdiction of origin, the ancient Empire State of Morocco. Whereas all United States Corporation Company corporations and instrumentalities are excluded from the ecclesiastical body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. This sovereign justice stands and is the law, for we are the people, non pro tem, Islam and Islamism. All sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, divine, Moorish American autographs affirming this, and all sovereign, original, indigenous, ancient, Empire State of Morocco, and the de jure Moorish National Republic federal government documents are on the public record at America, ancient Morocco, northwestern Mexico, northwest Africa, the North Cape, Turtle Island, Gaia, Midgard, Earth. Chronos, time immemorial into perpetuity. Ego sum, Sharon and Peart Johnston, justice vizier minister, in capitis diminutio nolo, in red ink, in proprio personas features, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. In the language of our ancient foremothers and forefathers, Amen, Amen, dico vobis quaecunque allegaveritis super terram erunt ligata et in caello, et quaecunque solveritis super terram erunt soluta et in caello. Amen, Amen, dico vobis quaecunque allegaveritis super terram erunt ligata et in caello, et quaecunque solveritis super terram erunt soluta et in caello. Amen, Amen, dico vobis, quaecunque allegaveritis super terram erunt ligata et in caello, et quaecunque solveritis super terram erunt soluta et in caello. Amen, Amen, dico vobis, quaecunque allegaveritis super terram erunt ligata et in caello, et quaecunque solveritis super terram erunt soluta et in caello. Court is adjourned. Malembe Yesola.